In this video, we'll look at how you can combine CLP's log archival and analytics capabilities with the expressiveness of Presto SQL interface by using the new CLP plus Presto connector. Presto allows users to query different data sources with SQL. For example, users can archive their JSON logs using Parquet, and then query them using Presto's Hive connector. However, this approach has some downsides. Let's take a look at an example to see why. You can see that these two JSON log events from a self-driving car each have a different set of keys and values. For example, event 1 has information about the sensors, while event 2 has information about the road conditions. You can also see that each value has a specific data type, like a number or a string. But the value data type for each key can change as well. For instance, the keys nested under the location key can carry either floats or strings. Parquet files have fixed schemas, and when you use them with Hive and Presto, you'll need a single table schema that all of your log events will fit into. In our example, that would mean retrofitting both log types into one larger unified schema, typically by adding many optional columns or pushing the extra fields into a generic JSON column. At scale, the JSON column and other optional columns increase storage overhead and slow down queries. CLP JSON offers much better query performance and compression ratios by using something called a merged parse tree that combines the schemas of all log events into a single tree. That means that when you use the CLP plus Presto connector, you'll improve your compression ratio by almost 3 times, and you'll decrease your query latency by at least 15 times. Before you start working with Presto, head to our docs and follow the setup checklist. Make sure to compress some logs to work with as well. Today I'll be working with the PostgreSQL logs dataset. When you're ready, start up the Presto coordinator and a Presto worker by running docker compose up detach from the command line. Under the hood, the main difference between running CLP alone and running CLP with Presto is that the components which facilitate queries in CLP are replaced by the Presto coordinator and its workers. Once Presto is up and running, you can search your logs from the CLP plus Presto UI or from the Presto CLI. To access the UI, go to localhost 4000 in your web browser. As we talked about earlier, using Presto lets you use SQL queries to express what you want to find in a data source. First, you'll see a number of fields that you can use to construct your query. If you'd like full control to construct your own query, click the Manual button. A good query to start with is Describe PostgreSQL logs, which will list all of the different keys that you can query from your logs. You can then run queries against those fields, like Select Distinct Error Severity from PostgreSQL logs, which will show you all of the severity levels that appear in your logs. Let's try constructing a more complicated query in the guided UI to see the timestamps and messages in all of our log events with the Debug Error Severity ordered from least to most recent. In the guided UI, you can click the Query Inspector button just under the Where field to inspect the query generated by the guided UI. If you want to construct filters from the Presto CLI, enter the Docker command you see on your screen. Once you're in, you can perform the same queries as we did in the UI. Before you go, let's have a look at some benchmark results to see how Presto plus CLP measures up to Presto plus Parquet. We found that compression with CLP allows for a compression ratio that's almost 3 times better than storing in Parquet. In addition, using Presto with CLP improves query latency by at least 15 times and up to 23 times when compared to using Presto with Parquet. So if you use Presto and you're interested in log archival and analytics, aka Archivalytics, give CLP's Presto connector a shot. Thanks for watching, and as always, feel free to reach out to us on GitHub or Discord if you have any questions.